All right, so blended, single malt, barrel aged. They're all ways we describe liquors like scotch or whiskey, but what really goes into it and what do those titles really mean? Well, Jeff Norman is a master taster for Jack Daniel's Distillery in Lynchburg, Tennessee, and joins us this morning for not only an education about what goes into great whiskey, but also to introduce a new line that Jack Daniel's is introducing. Morning to you, sir.
Thank you for having me.
We have a lot of misconceptions about whiskey, don't we?
Yes, we do. A lot of people think there's a difference between whiskey and bourbon and Tennessee whiskey. Well, actually, whiskey is an all-encompassing term. There's Tennessee whiskey, there's bourbon, there's Canadian, there's Irish whiskey. So the differences between all of those whiskeys is how they're made, with what grains they're made, what's done to the grains. But whiskey is an all-encompassing term.
And when talking about Jack Daniel's, this is something that's been going on since 1866.
Correct.
This is the same recipe that was designed and put into place almost 150 years ago. Is it still the same recipe being used today?
It's still the same recipe. Jack Daniel was a real man. He came up with that recipe back in the mid-1800s. We continue to follow that today. We use 80% corn, 12% barley malt, 8% rye, and we charcoal mellow every bit of Jack Daniel's through 10 feet of sugar maple charcoal, exactly what Jack Daniel did. And that's
exactly
why
why
it's
he did it.
Smooth Tennessee whiskey. Exactly.
That is so amazing. Now, what we have here, we've got Gentleman Jack. Real quick, let's go through the things we do know. We've got Gentleman Jack right here. And then we've got, this is the standard that you're going to see in most liquor stores you go in. This is the staple. This is what we see. And then you've got the single barrel.
Right.
Differentiate for us real quickly between these three because each has its own distinctive taste.
Exactly. The difference in the three is not in how they're made. They're made exactly the same. They go into the same types of charred, toasted oak barrels. The difference is the maturity of the whiskeys, and we have the whiskeys poured into glasses. The Gentleman Jack is over here. It is matured to a great amber color. It's charcoal mellowed twice. Very, very smooth. The only whiskey that we have that gets 2 charcoal mellowings. Then we have the black label, Old No. 7 in the middle. You might not be able to tell the difference by looking at it, but it is a little bit darker, a little more mature.
I can.
Okay.
What I want to tell our viewers is they may not be able to see, because it may not translate well to television, but if you're looking at it with the naked eye, you can see a little color differentiation.
Right. That comes from the maturity that it gathers in the barrels. It's pulling flavor and color and aroma from the barrels. So this gets a little more help from the barrels. And then on the far left here, the viewer's right, we have single barrel whiskey. It's the most mature. Okay, it has the darkest, richest aromas and flavors.
Now I can see right now on our monitors, you can see the darkness
Exactly.
of that glass right there, that taster. So that's something that gives you an idea. Now there was some irony that you were telling me, Jeff, about the brewing process in Lynchburg, Tennessee, because the county
is dry. So we make the world supply of Jack Daniel's in Lynchburg, Tennessee. I would like to invite your viewers to come take a tour of the distillery. But you cannot have a drink of whiskey in Lynchburg at a bar or restaurant because it is a dry county.
That
so
is
it's just a quirky fact that we have.
amazing. Now, real quickly here, we've got about 45 seconds. This is the new. Now, this is a blended whiskey that's coming in. This is the honey.
The Jack Daniel's Tennessee honey. It is made with Jack Daniel's Old No. 7, but it is a blend because we do blend it with a honey liqueur. Now, the honey liqueur is made with real honey and some other flavorings, but it's another way, a smooth new way, to enjoy Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey.
Real quickly, where'd the idea originate?
Well, you know, we thought, how can we offer our friends here in the United States another good way to enjoy? And we thought, what better way to pair the rich flavors, vanilla and caramel found in Jack Daniel's with another great, rich aroma. And we thought, you know, it's got a great flavor as well. Honey, why not?
Master Taster, Jeff Norman.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the time. Hey, for a quick education, we're going to have this on our website, abc2news.com. Check it out. Going to be on around 11 o'clock this morning. Continued success to you. He has a national tour to get to, so let's toss things over to Sheree.